Trust the Profits and PlayUp Racebook present the live reaction, analysis, and recap of the 2022 Breeders' Cup Turf.
This is one of the big ones, one of the big two. I've got, let me look at my notes here. I got Warlike Goddess in our only winners. Who do you got in this race? Deep race.
$4 million purse. It's only second to the Classic, which is a $6 million purse, and a big field of 13. The Euro Invaders are, again, making a big impression here. You got Appleby,
yep,
O'Brien. They were talking about Mishriff sweating a lot in the paddock, which was a little bit of a concern. I got the 2 Warlike Goddess and the 5 Rebels Romance going over everybody for my exacta. So it cost me $24.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that one of them can win the race with a bomb underneath because we are chasing a little bit here.
Yeah, you got 2 Charlie Appleby horses. You mentioned one in Rebels Romance, who was the morning line favorite, but is now shifted to about 6-1, depending on when you are when we're looking at the odds. Looks like the favorite right now is Nation's Pride, the second Appleby horse. It's just such a deep field, 13 horses across. This could be anyone's finish. You could see some upsets here for sure, but I like Warlike Goddess. And they're off.
4 Broom had a tough break there, as did the 11.
I did Mishriff. Yeah, Broom and Mishriff. Bye Melvin looks like he's up in front. I see Stone Age back there is about 2 back. I'm still trying to figure out who's in second. It looks like the 6-horse Channel Maker, the 8-year-old who's seen this race before.
And Stone Age is third.
Yep. Highland Chief is holding back in 5th, but around him is also Nation's Pride, who is the post-time favorite, rather.
Don't get too excited. They got to go all the way around once.
I know.
You got to sometimes remind people that's...
got to remind myself, to be honest.
Yeah.
It seems like they got through 1.5 miles very quickly.
Yeah, they went 24 for the 1.25 miles, which, 49 1.5 miles. So, yeah, very nice jaunt, as they say. Broom is there.
Broom can close. He's way back there though, but he can close. Looks like Nautilus is way back there as well, even behind Broom. Nautilus, the horse that I had at the end, a nice also ran. But we'll see what happens.
The Euros are always the ones you got to look out for coming late. That's when they kind of make their charge.
Absolutely. So it looks like Channel Maker is still right on the back of Bye Melvin, who jumped out to that early lead, and we've got Highland Chief behind him. Red Knight, who's been pretty strong lately, had a couple races this year, got a first place in Saratoga, I want to say. I can't remember that race off the top of my head, is in the mix as well. Stone Age. Stone Age is stalking behind Bye Melvin. But, I mean, we've got ourselves a pretty large pack. Like you said, this is going to become a closer's game pretty quickly here because there's a lot of horses really close, and this is how those Euros play.
Starting to push them, like look at the 4 Broom Irads pushing them.
Yeah.
The 6 and the 1 are hoping that they can begin their brush now.
Here we go. They're going about 6 or 7 wide here. There's some horses making a move here. I see Rebels Romance. Looks like he's making a move up to the front there. I see Mishriff is also making a move. Rebels Romance, it looks like, is going to take this away with Stone Age right behind and possibly Warlike Goddess there. It looks like
5,
there you go. 2. Mishriff, I think, got 4th there. So it looks like Rebels Romance, Stone Age, and Warlike Goddess. That's your 1, 2, and 3 as far as I could tell. And you're looking at a guy who left Rebels Romance off of his trifecta box.
Oh, well.
And I put Stone Age there. I would have had it.
Stone Age is kind of the horse I've heard a lot about in the chatter, right, of a long shot that's going to have a big race. And, of course, it's Aidan O'Brien and Ryan Moore and Charles Appleby and James Dole. James Dole and Appleby on top. And the Euros are just flexing their muscle, as they say.
Yeah. But Warlike Goddess did get in there, finished in the money. So hats off to Warlike Goddess. Impressive. I wish I would have listened to Matthew DeSantis and put Rebels Romance in there. But I did like Nation's Pride a little bit more, and I wanted to take a flyer on Gold Phoenix. But
that 5-3 exacta pays $69. So I went 5 all, and that was much better payout for me than the 5-2. So I'm happy that
well done, sir.
Warlike Goddess didn't catch. That's what you're paying attention to as the threat there.
Yeah, 5-3-2, 11-7.
Not really close either, you know? I mean, you're just seeing the difference between it. And
yeah, it was an easy one to call down the stretch. Not too spectacularly easy, but in terms of knowing who was going to win, that part was pretty obvious. Rebels Romance went outside and then went deep. Looked like he had about a length and a half between him and Stone Age there, and then Warlike Goddess was coming pretty close there to Mishriff towards the end. Pretty nice finish. I wouldn't say it's one of our top 3 finishes. It was a strong finish though, and it's a BC race, BC turf. It's always going to be a good race.
Rebels Romance to Flightline double is $10. So we will see if Flightline, that's what we're all waiting for, to see the big deal. And that would pay you $10. That's how you make money off someone like Flightline. If you had Rebel Romance, you play that double to Flightline, and now you've got him at 10-1.
Playing the 2 morning line ones back to back and still making 10. That's actually not too shabby, right? I'm sure there's a lot of people holding that ticket and probably multiplied it by a couple, and going to look pretty smart in about an hour or so. Colin, we got one more left.
Can't wait.
See you on the flip side.
Epicenter.
Peace.
Thanks for watching Trust the Profits, your home for the best in horse racing and sports analysis.